Well, hello there. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yes, it has been a while. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Huh? How you doing? Me? I'm alright. Well, apart from the fact that someone just stole my bank card details and decided to buy themselves a takeaway. But you know, at least they're not hungry anymore. Glad I could help. No problem. Don't mention it. You're welcome. So we're going to get started in a minute. Right then, let's turn this music down a little bit. Just a little touch there. Because I still want to listen to it anyway. I'm going to play some music on this one. I'm going to have some music running in the background. Just so I can, you know, hear it and stuff. Listen to it. Something to listen to other than my own voice. That'll be good, wouldn't it? Wonderful. I'm just going to check my audio 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Okay, perfect. Wonderful. Looks like that's all good. As I'm the only one here, obviously I need to check my own audio. I can't ask anyone to check it for me. I have to check it myself. So that's me, checking my audio. Lovely. Just going to reposition my windows a little bit because I want to see what's going on over here as well. That'll be a good idea. Oh, it's nice having some music. There's some copyright-free stuff from, what's this guy's name? Someone Heller. Harris Heller, is it? Is it Harris Heller? I think so. I think that's his name. Some nice, some decent synthy stuff. I like it. And it's copyright free, so they can't turn me off. Hey! Right. Let's get to it then, shall we? We are building one of these. A Picade. Ooh, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the table forward a bit so it's not banging the camera. That's going to really upset me. Excellent. Yes, so we're building a Picade. I'm going to turn that music down just a touch, just in case. That's better. I can still hear it. Let's open it up. Let's have a look. So, what do you get in this little puppy? I've opened it up briefly, but I haven't unpacked any of the stuff, and I'm hoping there's some instructions in here somewhere because I have no real idea how to build it. So, some sort of poster action. Don't know what that's for. Looks great, whatever it is. Oh, an actual Picade poster. You can tell what's on that. It's a picture of a Picade. There you go. It's the same picture as this one on the front, basically. Awesome. You get a load of stickers, too. Well, these are probably not from the actual... Do these guys make this then, Pimoroni? I guess they do actually. Their name's... Yeah, the name is on the box, so it is their kit that they set up. So that's why you get a load of their stickers as well. Lovely. Very nice. So, let's have a quick look what's in here. So we've got a couple of boxes, fixings. This one says that it contains Picade X hat, which is the controller hat for the Pi, nuts and bolts, spacers and grommets, HDMI plus USB cables, fixing corners, rubber feet, and hookup wires. Ooh, nice. Oh yes, that is the Picade X hat, which is for all the. I should have got some like scissors or something, shouldn't I? Wouldn't that have been a good idea? Wouldn't that have been of like, you know, like I'd actually planned it, prepared myself even. There we go. And these scissors. And you got fingers. Yes. Ah, yes, the opposable thumb. Let's have a quick look. I don't think we're going to get this built tonight, by the way. Especially when I'm just messing around looking at stuff like this. But so there's the Picade hat. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. So that's for all joystick controls. I'm hoping I'm just going to throw this on and it just works, if I'm honest, because yeah, I'm just hoping that's the case. I'm hoping I'll just throw it on and it works and I don't have to. I wonder if I have to install stuff. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. We'll find out, I guess. Let's put that over there. What else is in here? Let's say hookup wire, cables, grommets, HDMI. So that is like a micro HDMI with a converter thing, obviously for the Pi. That is just a straight HDMI cable. Oh, look at that! They've sent me a lovely pin badge. Oh, gonna stick that on my denim jacket. I don't have a denim jacket, but if I did, I'd stick it on there. It would be useful if I had a denim jacket, which I don't. So, hey. There's just loads of bits in here. I'm not getting all these bits out. Loads of screws, loads of plastic bits, grommets, some sort of bracket. These look like brackets for the actual, to put the case together, basically. Little USB micro cable. Oh. Let's throw all that back in there, along with the pin badge. No, let's leave the pin badge out with stickers. I'll leave the cables out as well. Let's put that there. Okay, that's cool. And what we got in here? This one says accessories, and it has power buttons, arcade buttons, joystick, and speaker. That's right, folks. It has a speaker. You can rock out to this arcade machine with this tiny little awful speaker. I mean, I'm not saying it's awful. I don't know. I'm sure it's wonderful. I'm sure it's just gives the right retro sound. There he is. People do sticker packs for these units as well. Like they do actual like full vinyl stickers and stuff. I'm quite interested in getting something made up for it, like old school, one of the old school arcade sort of prints, maybe like Turtles or the old Donkey Kong or something like that. Maybe see what I can get. Some people do templates that you can buy for them. They look good. I'm interested. Let me know if you got any. I'm interested. There's my joystick. Oh, listen to the quality and the clicking. Oh, the little micro switches. Oh, lovely. Let's put that over here. And we've got loads of buttons, haven't we? Oh, we've got the top of the arcade joystick thing as well. It goes on top. Ooh. Screws in, obviously, to that jobber. Let's not put it on now because we don't need it. But... oh, this is going to be awesome. I'm so looking forward to playing some old Mega Drive games on this. And play some Golden Axe. That's what I want to play. Golden Axe. Maybe a Final Fight. Final Fight was Final Fight was on the Mega Drive, wasn't it? Loads of buttons. All different colours. Little power button. Oh. I don't know if that's focusing, but yeah. Looks like a power button with an LED light in it as well. Nice. Yeah, so there's loads of stuff in there. Yeah, because there's quite a lot of buttons. There's 6 buttons on the top, which are all the coloured ones. Yellow, blue and pink, 2 of each. And then the black ones are for, I guess, selection on the front of the unit. Yeah, there's 2 buttons on the front and 2 buttons on the side. Maybe they actually use those as the... maybe the side ones are like additional buttons. Like an R and L button, maybe. For like Super Nintendo stuff, I guess. Yeah, well, we'll see. Here we go. Here's the next box. It is a Picade LCD, a display driver, display keypad, and keypad cables. In a the fiery neon pink for the retro. Oh, there's another. Hang on. What's that then? Oh, display driver. It did just say that on the back. What's that? You know what it is. You've just read it. Okay. Sorry, yeah. I'll try and keep up. Let's open it up, shall we? And have a look anyway. Because I know you want to see it, don't you? Come on. You want to see it. Tell me you want to see it. Oh, there's only me here, so I want to see it. 1 second. A little bit of a cough there. Sorry. Sorry about that. Well, you didn't hear it, so I'm not sorry at all. Right then, come on, get on with it, Chris. Power. That's there are little buttons, so it's a little. Come on, focus. Yeah. So obviously that's a little. Wonder where that goes. So I don't see anything on the actual arcade where that sits. LCD controller. We'll find out, won't we? I'm sure. We will find out. I should put that pie hat back in the anti-static bag, really, shouldn't I? There's probably people shouting at the screen now. Idiot. Put it back in the static bag. Idiot. Okay. I'm sorry. It's going back in, look. See? Here we go. Ah, safe. If only we could put the world back in its anti-static bag. Keep it. Not much luck. No chance. It's a negative. Screws? Of course. More screws. Oh, a little ribbon cable, which is for the control thing, I guess. That little control thing I've just shown you. That's for that. These are what look like. These will be plastic surrounds for the LCD somehow, I'm guessing. Let's put them all in there. Before I lose some of them. I'm bound to, because that's the way it goes when I'm handling stuff. Okay, so this is the LCD. I'm not going to open it up. Or am I? Yes, no, I'll open it up. Come on. Come on, let's have a look. No one's ever seen an LCD before, have they? Let's have a look. Come on, then. Have a look. Oh, here we go. Yeah. It's an LCD. Congratulations. Yep, certainly looks like an LCD. Okay, back in the bag. Oh, just want to build it. Just want to build it. Play it. Scream at the screen when I'm losing. Here's the last one. Oh, this is the cabinet. I can feel that because it's heavy. Let me throw that down there. See you later. See you later. This is cabinet box, and here's what it holds. Cabinet panels, screen mount, screen cover, control panels, marquee acrylic, artwork. Oh, artwork. Oh, so there's some artwork with it. Not the full-on retro vinyl arcade stuff that I've seen, but some. I'm going to throw all these down here. One. And a two. And a three. And, oh. That was a bit silly. Little bit silly. Okay, so this looks like, obviously, as you can see from the holes, this is the joystick surround. Do I see? Oh, yes, so there you go. Oh, let's put it the right way. That's the bit that goes on the top panel. Probably it sits on one of those, I would have thought. Or if these are clear, when I take this white off, it probably sits behind it, obviously. Wonder if there's a little light behind there, that would be nice. I'm going to take the cover off anyway and see what it is. Booyah! Let's keep that for a second. Is this a cover as well? Is this a coating? I'm going to end up just peeling stuff off that I shouldn't peel off, aren't I? I'm not sure if I should peel that off or not. I'll wait for the instructions. No, it does look like a peel, but let's leave it for now. I don't want to balls it up. I guess we're going to be doing this stuff first, so I might as well get this part out. Oh, look, there we go. That's probably underneath, on top, and then the clear goes on top of that to show the thing through. Wicked. That's cool. Let's put that there. Let's start placing these out, because I'm guessing this is going to be what we're... Oh, this is the surround for the LCD then. That's cool. Oh, I like the fact that it's got a little bit of stuff in there, like for graphics wise. And let's throw that down there. And these are the rest of the parts for that. Oh, I don't see any instructions. Oh, I'm slightly concerned, as there are no instructions. That's going to be a bit of an issue for me, as I have no idea how to build this. So what are you supposed to do? Just guess? Gee, thanks. Thanks for the help, Ma. Here we go. Let's see what it says on the back. See if this is going to help us any. It says, with your Raspberry Pi mini computer, a screwdriver, and a rainy afternoon. It's not raining, but it's not very nice outside, so, and it's evening, not afternoon. We can still do it, it's fine. It's okay. You can build an authentic mini arcade with that big arcade feel. Big arcade feel. Perfect for kitchens. Ideal. That's where I am. I'm in my kitchen. Bedrooms, living rooms, speedboats. It's not gonna. Maybe never. Supercars. Yeah, never. And other spaces where having a full arcade cabinet is undesirable. Undesirable. Okay. Yeah, I'm just wondering why you'd put this in a supercar. Anyway. What you need, a Raspberry Pi Model 3 Plus or better, 2.5 amp micro USB power supply, SD card with Noobs, RetroPie, Pico 8 or similar OS and software. You do get a version of Pico 8 with this actually, which is their kind of thing where you can build your own games and stuff, I believe. That's what it said. I'm sure that's what it said. I'm also still seeing no instructions. Should I just look at the pictures? I think I'm going to look at the pictures and try and build it. Yeah, this could be a real comedy stream then in that case, because I'm probably going to mess this up. Anyway, I'm going to try my best, as I always do. I'm really troubled why there's no There's no instructions. It's maybe you can't sense it, but there's a little bit of a tension, pressure, you know. That's the poster. I'm just like looking around through the paperwork now and hoping that there's actually some instructions in here. Oh no, that's for Pico 8 for programming your own games. That's an instruction for it. So they tell you how to some basic commands about how to build your own games, which is really good. Just building the actual arcade machine, you're kind of on your own for that. You don't get any help for that part. We don't help you out. So, yeah, okay then. Let's see. Let us have a look. Okay. I really need to find some instructions for this, don't I? Do I? Yeah, maybe. Come on, let's have a go. Let's have a go. Let's have a go. Let's have a go anyway, shall we? Sorry, I do have another camera here, so I'm just positioning, so maybe it might be better at this stage. Let's just switch over. There you go. Probably see a little better. If I tilt that up slightly. Somewhere there, maybe. That's going to be better, isn't it? Probably. Maybe. Could be. Just tell me if you can't see. There's no one here, so... well, you know. Tough luck. You should have turned up. And then you could have told me. Okay, that makes sense. So this looks like this goes... this part here. Look, little hole. In there. Question I've got is... when do you know when to put all the... do I put all the stuff on the base first? Or do I build the case first? This is the question to be asked. Didn't really think about this, did I? No. You didn't at all. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Because I like it. It looks like you don't actually have to fix anything down. As in, like, screw the pie to the base and stuff. Yeah, look, here's me, oh, sorry. Here's me, so I've got me, my plug for my Pi, my official Raspberry Pi plug. And yes, I've got one of these, which is about as easy to get as a seahorse's teeth currently. It's a Raspberry Pi, or 4GB model. And that's what I'm going to be using. Or what other thing for Raspberry Pi? They don't send you a heatsink, but I'm sure I do have one upstairs. So I'm going to, I am going to install a heatsink on this, I think, inside that little cabinet. Plus, I might drive it a little bit harder, overclock graphics and stuff if I can. Coin 1UP. Is that? I remember that. I guess that's on the outside. It's actually got written on it coin, and one you probably can't see it on camera, but it does have coin kind of cut into it. Coin and 1UP. The question has to be, how the hell does this hold together? I need some instructions. Right. I'm going to have a look and see if there's some instructions somewhere. 1 second. Hold the line, please, caller. Let's have a look. 1 sec. Let's switch over in case I knock that. Yes. I'm going to put that there, look. So you can look at that box. Isn't it beautiful? So... So here we go. Picade instructions I have typed in. Assembling your 8-inch Picade. Oh, okay, here we go. So I do have... The instructions are on the website, aren't they? Just too old school, Chris. That's what it is. You're looking for instructions when they're just like, you know... Don't print them out anymore, do they? Silly sausage. Begin the cabinet assembly. Okie dokie. I shall begin the cabinet assembly. Yes, okay. So it says... I'll read this out to you. I can't share my screen because I've only got one screen on this. I'm using my laptop, so... That's just the way it is. You'll be okay, I'm sure. Start, you'll need to find a square black wooden panel marked A, which is this one. It does have an A on it. Definitely does, look. You see it? You see it? You can see. You can see just about there, can't you? Of course you can. Of course you can. In the cabinet box, this will become the base of the Picade. You'll also need a Raspberry Pi and 2.5 M2.5 bolts, nuts, spacers and standoffs from the fixings box. Oh, if only I hadn't took it all out of the box and just thrown it around, then I'd know where they were. I think this is the fixings one, isn't it? Because there's loads of screws in here. These are, I don't know what they are. M2.5 bolts and standoffs from the fixings box. The nuts and bolts are the ones that look like this. That's brilliant. They look like this. Oh, okay. Nuts, bolts and standoff. Yes, I've got the right bag. Yes, it is this bag. It is this one. I shall show you. Got the little plastic standoffs in there and stuff, so that is the right one. That's the one it tells me I need, and that's the one I've got. Excellent. Lovely. Those are the bolts are the ones that look like this. Yes, I got that part. Thank you very much. The wooden panels are laser cut by us and then powder coated by a friendly local Sheffield company. This process can result in some textural variation, blah 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 blah. Yes, thanks for telling me that. There should be an obviously good side. There is obviously a good side. The side with the A on is not really covered in spray paint properly, but the outside is actually really good, so we'll go with that one. Perfect. The label side will always be on the inside of your Picade, so any patchiness on this side won't show once your Picade is assembled. That's great, perfect. So it won't look like hell once it's completed. Mount the Pi to the base. Turn the base panel label side up and push 4 nylon M2.5 bolts through the 4 holes near the rectangular cutout from the bottom. The threads of the bolts should be pointing towards you. Okie dokie. Let's do that then, shall we? Okay, cool. I'm just gonna empty these here somewhere. Oh, I should have had a little tub or something, shouldn't I? These are gonna go everywhere. I'm gonna lose them, but you know, that's just the way it is. Little nylon bolts. Interesting. You know, let's just have a quick look back 1 second. Seeing if these lights are too bright. I've not used them before, so they look a bit bright. Ooh. Come down just so it's not bleaching it out. There we go. Okay, cool. Four holes next to the cutout. Here it is, look. 4 holes next to the cutout. That's obviously where my pie goes then. That's wonderful. Now you just got to keep them in there without throwing them all over the floor like that. Oh God. This would be, you know, don't think this is going to be tough doing this if you're going to have a go at one of these. Just look at the fact that I'm trying to stream and read 2 pages and look at if you can see it on the camera and all that stuff at the same time, so it's just a pain in the backside for me. It should be straightforward for you. Okay, cool. I've done that, yeah. Place the white plastic space on top of each bolt. I shall do that right now. I'm going to have to do this at a slight angle, so I apologise if you... Let's do it like that, because maybe you can see slightly better. There we go. No. Getting deep on the music. Let's go. Oh God, this is going to be a long night. I can tell you that now. It's going to be a long, long night. So I've just lost half of them. The problem I have mainly is that I haven't got the pie out ready. Now I have. Okay, cool. So I've got the little white spaces on there. You see them? See the little white spaces? Place the pie onto the bolts with the pie's SD card over the rectangular cutout. So there's the SD card. Let me just, I've got to keep switching to see if you can see this. There's the SD card at that end, and that needs to go at this end where this rectangular hole is. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to place it right there. And I'm not going to read the instructions. I'm guessing I need to put some nuts on the bolts, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Little nylon nuts and bolts. Strange. Very strange. Oh dear. This is going to be so fiddly. Nylon nuts. What the hell? Sorry, I've got to put this towards me so I can actually see it. Otherwise, we're going to be here till tomorrow. My God, come on. They've made the bolts just about long enough to go through the board, which makes it nigh on impossible to actually put the nut on. God, I'm going to try another one just in case that nut is rubbish, or I'm just being rubbish. I know you can't see this at all, but you're just going to have to bear with me. Wow. This is fiddly as hell, man. This is not down to me doing it on stream either. This is just the fact that this is fiddly as hell. Maybe spin the bolt from the other side instead. Oh, that worked. Would you Adam and Eve it? Tell you what I'm going to do, because these are little flat heads, these are bolts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, oh, don't you dare fall out. Now one-handedly open my little precision screwdriver box. I think they're flatheads anyway. Yes, they are flatheads. And I'm going to get a little screwdriver out and the flathead. A flathead. I'm not going to stay too long tonight, if I'm honest, because I need to get some sleep, because the UFC's on, and I'm going to watch it, and it doesn't start till 1 o'clock, and the main card starts about 3 o'clock in the morning or something. And I'm going to be tired as hell if I'm just... So I need to go to bed, and then wake up at like, maybe 3. Stay up, watch UFC till, what, 6 it'll finish maybe, 6:30? And then go back to bed and try and get some sleep before the day tomorrow that I'm probably going to miss because I'm being silly and staying up all night to watch people thump each other. Oh, God, I mean, you know, some people probably would think that that's just completely stupid, but I like it. I like watching people thump each other. As long as I'm not being thumped, I'm okay with it. I don't like being thumped. I have no desire to be thumped. I've been thumped before and I didn't like it. I thumped a few times when I was a kid. It's never enjoyable. You never like get used to it and say, oh, well, you know, starting not to mind this. You know, if anyone fancies thumping someone, you know, you can always use me. Never got to that stage. Always just, you know, disliked being thumped. I know the camera view is hell for you guys at the moment, but this is really fiddly. I'm struggling as it is just to do the to screw these bolts in and to talk into the microphone so you can actually hear me at the same time, let alone showing you on the camera what I'm doing. You know what I mean? But I'm going to give you a closer look. See? Look, that's what I've done. Put the bolts in. There's the little nylon nuts that have gone on in the corners. See? One there, one down there, which is reasonably awkward, and that one there is really awkward because couldn't get my fat finger in there to actually hold it in place while I was screwing it on. So what am I running on this? I have installed already, pre-installed on that SD card, I've installed a mega library of games on a RetroPie. So I'm going to be running RetroPie on mine. Yeah, so I'm going to run RetroPie and loads of, you know, old school Nintendo and Sega and stuff like that. And obviously I already own all these games. I've got a large collection, so there's no breach of copyright. I've only installed the ones that I own, obviously. I wouldn't do anything else other than that, would I? Jeez. How silly would that be? Get in trouble. Let's have a look at what it says. Okay, so the bolts and blah 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 blah. Yes, screw the 4 metal standoffs onto the bolts, securing the pie to the base. Well done, I've done that. If you're having trouble with the bolts falling out of the holes, oh, I didn't read this, but yes, I was. Before you have the chance to tighten them up, a piece of blue tack over the head of each bolt can keep them in place while you fit the spacers part. That is a really good idea. So what they're saying is get this part on this part here and just put blue tack over the top of each bolt and it just holds them in place while you screw the nuts on. That's a really good idea. I don't have any blue tack here anyway, and I wasn't going to run off and get some and leave you all, you know, all 0 of you kind of lonely waiting for me here. So therefore I didn't do that anyway and wouldn't have done it, so it's fine. Yeah, hey ho. Right, okay, so what are we doing now? Thanks for the blue tack tip, like it. Each bar came in place. Yes, okay, got that. Mounting the Picade X hat. Okay, I put that back in the bag, didn't I? I knew I should have left it out. All of you going like, put it back in the static bag. It's gonna explode if you don't. Oh, don't leave it on the side like that. You're going to ruin it. Now look, now it's gonna be out of the bag forever. Huh? Yeah? You think it's gonna hurt? No. Shut up then. I was only joking. You know, don't want you to shut up. Well, shut up. Push the Picade hat onto the Pi's GPIO pins, ensuring that the pins are correctly lined up with the holes. Correctly lined up, and the holes line up with the standoffs. Okie doke. So let's have a go at that, shall we? Why not? I'm going to switch you over because I'm bored of that you. And this one seems easier. But yeah, so let's go. Let's do this because I can't actually see too well what you're. That's better. 1 second. Sorry, you did not want me to belch in your ear then, so I politely muted my microphone. That's okay, you can drop your thanks in the comments, no problem. I would do it for you anytime. So yeah, line those up, look, there we go. Line them up with the GPIO pins, I've lined them up. So we're not missing any, they're all lined up, ready to go, and just push gently, he says. I always feel like you're forcing them, these things. They do require a little bit of hefting. Oh, in fact, there you go. I can't actually. Oh, I might be able to get a. A heatsink on the Pi processor, even with that under there. I do have a little bit of room. You probably can't see that, but I do have a little. You know what? I'm going to go and get one because I've placed that on there now, and that's probably going to be it, isn't it? So I'm not going to take it off and open this all up again. So let's just shuffle that off, hopefully without breaking it. Maybe. Oh God, that felt horrible. Right, 2 seconds. Listen to some music. I'll be back in a minute. All right. Lovely. Ta-da in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Stop shouting. People with earphones on are crying right now. Screaming, crying. Look, so yeah, got just like a little copper thing. A little passive heatsink thing. You can get fans and all sorts for this, but I'm not gonna smash it that hard. And I've had these for a while, since I had Pi 3. They're probably the same sort of size that fit on there, so I'm just going to drop one of them on just to help. Little sticky back, I've peeled that off and just boosh, there you go, it's on. That's all I'm doing. I'm just going to pop one of them on there. Little passive heatsink on the processor. It is done. It's done. And let's pop the hat back on and see if that's all groovy still. It did look like there was plenty of room in there, so, and I know they're only slim, those heat sinks, so I was pretty confident that that would be a good addition. Yeah, it's absolutely fine. It's not touching anything. It's fine. I mean, there are some little components right next to it, and it does angle down. I don't think it quite gets to touching it. I might take it off later and just put a little bit of Captain tape on the stuff that's above it, on the underside of that part hat, but we'll see. It's fine for now. It's wonderful for now. It's groovy, it's gravy, it's excellent, it's superb. It's wonderful. Oh, someone's liked my YouTube stream. That's very nice of you. Thanks so much. Thanks. You came in, you liked it. I appreciate that, even though you just came in and ran. That's fine. I'm alright with that. You did hit the like button. So, thanks. Very good of you. You're a wonderful person, whoever you are. Okay, use the 4 smaller metal 2.5 M2.5 screws to secure the hat to the standoffs. Hey? Sorry, say again. The holes line up with the standoffs. Okay. Not sure what they mean there, really. Unless I've done something wrong, which I'm starting to think I have. It's talking about screwing the oh, is the okay. Oh, so there's metal standoffs, so maybe 2 of the standoffs. So 2 of the actual things don't have nuts on them, they have standoffs instead, so I can screw into them. Okay, so that's my bad. I've done something wrong there. Oh, in fact, oh god, all 4 of the... Well, you fit the spacers, pie, and standoffs. And simply be removed after... Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. I have... where are the standoffs then, if that's the case? I don't see any more. And there's only 2 in that bag. The picture shows them having 4 connected. And there are no more. There's the feet, because I know that's the next part. So let's pull them out. Oh, there's 2 more here. Okay. My bad. I need to take it off again anyway. Because I'm a turnip. Yes, that's right. I'm a turnip. I've done it wrong. Did tell you, didn't I? Imagine what it'd be like if I didn't have the instructions. Yeah, it'd be really bad. It'd be terrible. Let's undo that. I'm going to undo these one at a time, because obviously it's just going to all fall apart again, and we're going to be back at square one if I'm not careful. Which I don't want that to happen, really, if I'm honest. I'd rather, you know, make some sort of progress. Having spent the whole evening sitting here doing this. Ugh. Ugh. Right, okay. So there's little, show you in a second. Instead of the, what I thought were just nylon nuts that go on top, because I just quickly read it and thought, yeah, that's fine, I know what I'm doing. In fact, I didn't really do it. You rewind it, you'll see that I didn't actually read it. I just went, oh, there must be nuts on here. I'm an idiot. Clearly, yeah. Okay. Little standoffs. So it's actually not the nuts, it's those little standoffs that go on the pie. Oh. So they go on top, and then the hat screws into them. Which makes perfect sense now. Now I've told myself. Makes perfect sense. sense. Absolutely makes sense. So let's swap those over. And that is what I'm going to do. So I'm looking forward to the UFC fight tonight. Amanda Nunes trying to get her belt back from Juliana Pena. You might not watch it, but thought I'd tell you what's going on anyway. Personally, I think Pena's going to beat her up, but you know, it's going against the grain a little bit, that one, but what are you going to do? Everyone said she wasn't going to do it last time, and she did. So I'm looking forward to it. What time are we on? 10 to 9. Might go for another 40 minutes maybe. And wherever we're at, we'll finish this off another day. I wasn't planning on getting it all done in... I can get just like the casing kind of... It's actually not that difficult a build, to be fair. There's not that much to it. It's not like there's loads of stuff to be done and loads of like fiddly build stuff. There isn't. It's very much just pieces of a very small puzzle, basically. Oh, standoff's flipping gone haywire now, isn't it? I lost that one. Yeah, there's not actually much to it. It's literally just put the parts together and turn it on. There's no like... The wiring will be a little bit, but it's all just... There's no like soldering to do or anything like that. It's nothing difficult. So it should be quite... If to be fair, if you're not doing what I'm doing, which is like streaming it, it should be quite a quick build for you, really. Especially if you've done these kind of things before. Sorry, I'm having issues with the little standoff. He's just sliding around and I can't get it in the proper position. So I'm just having to nudge it with a screwdriver. Just touch it, tap it. Just get it back into position, and then so I can... Which I thought I had. Oh, yes, got it. Little beggar. This was the fiddly one I was talking about before on this side where all the pins are. Trying to get my fat fingers down the side of there, which is almost impossible. This one here. It really is quite fiddly. Just holding it in place while I screw that down. One more to do. And we are home and dry. Which means also I won't have to be concerned about the underside components on that board touching the heatsink I've put on, because with these standoffs now there'll be no flex at all, which is good. It makes sense, really. Although there wasn't like loads of flex, but it was flexing to the point where it could have touched maybe. But this is reassuring, and I definitely won't have to do the I definitely won't have to put any caps and tape on. Those are the components I was worried about touching. You can see them there, just those. Focus, 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 focus power. Let's get that hat back on. Do you know what? Those standoffs mean that hat doesn't go all the way down this time, but I guess that's enough. So we're going to use the smaller screws, I guess, for this one. They're little metal standoffs they are, so that's how you'll know that you got the right ones, the little metal ones for the in between the two boards. And just swap my screwdriver bit over. God, that's a beefy screwdriver, but that's not the one I want, really. Don't want that, it's too big. I'll have that one instead. Thank you very much. There we go, I'll just show it to you, if I can see it. I'm just now screwing those. And with these metal standoffs in here, there's that just a smaller metal screw that goes with them. That's in there. There's actually more than you need. There's what, 5 per pack, and there's only 2 standoffs in the pack, so I've got like 10 screws for 4 holes. No, I'm not complaining. I don't mind having more screws than I need. I'm a great hoarder of screws, so it's all good. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's so much better having some music playing while I'm doing this, especially as no one's in here kind of live, so it's I'd be bored to tears otherwise. Bored to bloody tears, I tell ya. Can I say bloody? Yes, you can. Thanks. Who's going to tell you otherwise? No one here. Do what you want. Those little screws have got their little threads locked together. Not anymore. Not anymore, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, arcade buddy. Okay, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Alright, get on with it. Come on. Okay, sorry. I'm really excited now. I've got that right. I have to do it twice. Brilliant. Really, really good. Okay, so peel the backing off the 4 rubber feet. Stick them on the good side of the base, close to the corners. The tabs on the edge of the base will need to fit in slots later on, so make sure the feet aren't positioned right at the edges. Okay, so what they're saying is there's obviously tabs on the side here. You can see on these little tabs, so he's saying don't stick it right in the corner there. Stick it kind of close to it, because these are going to be inside the wall of the side later on. That's what I think he's saying. So look, here we go. Here's the feet. Little rubber feet. Little rubber feet. Yes. Rubber. Yeah. Rubber. Okay, look. Stick that one on there. Eesh. Eesh. I find it helps if you make noises when you push them on. They stick better. You make a little noise as you push them on. The adhesion, much better. Adhesion. Adhesion. What a word. Adhesion. There we go, look. Yeah, I'm going to stick that one there, look. Hey, Steffi. See? That stuck down so much better with the noises. Another one, somewhere in this corner. Eesh. Okay. Last one. I guess we're not going to go right in the corner because there's a big hole there, so I'm going to go for should I go closer to the front maybe? Is that going to be better for stability? Is that the front? Who bloody know? I don't even know. I'm going to stick it there. Look, it's there. It's done. Yes, boys. They're all stuck really well because of the straining noises made. Let's put it down. Oh, no wobble. Telling me that the feet are placed perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. Okay, fine. Alright, that's cool. What we've got now, yes, done the feet. Throw the bits. Bajish. Yeah, thanks, that's great. Attaching the brackets to the base. Now you'll need the big bag of M3 nuts and bolts. This bag. All metal these are, no nylons in there. In fact, let me put all my little nylon screws back in the bag because they're just going to get lost otherwise. Most definitely, I'm going to lose them. Fact. Can't even get them in the bag without losing them, look. Gotta love Harry Seller and his stream beats. Letting me swing my way through this stream with some copyright-free music so I don't get turned off. It's very good of him. Very good of him to take his time to do something like that. I'm just going to empty a few out here. Here we go. And the black plastic brackets from the fixings box, which is all these ones we looked at earlier, or I quickly looked at. So let's pull them all out and I'll show you one of them and figure out what we're going to do with them. Oh, the bag's getting emptier. Feels good. Feels good, man. Feels good, bud. There we go. Little right angle brackets, look. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9? 9? 9? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, there's 9. Strange. Okay. Might be missing one, or there might be an extra one. Probably an extra one, isn't there? You know, glass half full. Hey, come on. Let's look on the positive side, shall we? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. Let's see where they go then. You'll use lots of these nuts and bolts for fixing the cabinet together, and you'll want to always have them so that the heads of the bolts are on the outside and the nuts are on the inside of the cabinet. The side with the text labels on. Brackets. Okay, which is, yeah, this side. That's fine. Okay, understood. Thanks. Have a quick zoom on that picture. Okay. So you're saying brackets go, oh right, with that single hole there maybe? Okay. It's interesting. What are the other holes for then? Nothing at all. Nothing in particular. Strange. Why are they countersunk as well? I'm wondering why these are countersunk on the inside. That doesn't seem right to me, because that actually doesn't go through that hole. Is he going to say, oh, by the way, some of these holes might be a bit small? Probably not. Attach 5 plastic corner brackets to the rectangles marked on the base panel A. Okay. Using 5 M3 bolts and nuts, you'll want to put the bolt through the round centre hole of the bracket. The round holes in the brackets can be a bit tight, here you go, so you might need to apply a bit of pressure. Just screw the thread to first engage. Okay, so what they're talking about is, you can see just slightly, see how these rectangles are cut in here? They just cut into the surface to show you where to put them. You've got 1, 2, 3 and 4, and these brackets, we want this side with the hole in the middle matches up with that hole there, and that's how they go. Head on the outside, this side, and the bolt in the middle, in the inside, sorry, not the middle. Alright, let's put that in there. Let's see, because these are definitely, I'm going to try another one just to see if they're all that tight. Those holes are seriously, they are smaller than these screws basically. Oh no, they do, once you just turn into them, that just starts to just go straight into it once you start turning it. Once you start actually pushing the thread in. But there's almost no need for a bolt in there, but that's what he says. Or am I imagining? He did say put a bolt in. Yeah. You'll need lots of nuts and bolts. That's what he said. He did say that. He. Say he. Could be a she. They. That's what they said. Them. They. Could be a lizard. No. It's a lizard. Lizards. Don't listen to them. Who's a lizard? Larry. Larry's a lizard, isn't he? Of course he is, with a name like Larry. He's going to be a lizard, isn't he? Dunno. Could be a leopard, couldn't he, I suppose? Larry the leopard. Could be a lion. I suppose what I'm trying to say is he's not a panda, is he? Larry the panda. Just doesn't work, does it? Come on. You were all young once. Gonna have the same first letter, hasn't it? Same as all your teddy bears. God. I wish there was someone in chat. I wouldn't be sitting here talking this rubbish. Oh. This is what happens when the camera's not on. I was gonna, like, you know, as previous, just streaming stuff because that's what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing, and this is what I would be doing. I'd just be talking to myself. This is just like proper fly on the wall. It's exactly what I'd be doing, just chatting to myself. They're probably a little bit, maybe a few more choice language kind of words, maybe, I suppose, but generally this would be exactly what would be happening if there was no camera and microphone. I'm not sure I'd be listening to this, although I don't mind it, but I'd be listening to something that I'm allowed to listen to on my own. Sorry, I keep pushing that out of the camera. I'm going to grab myself a drink in a minute. I feel like we're progressing. I feel like we're getting somewhere now. I feel like we're steaming ahead. You know what I mean? Feeling good. I say that, and I'm probably just gonna just about get the case together before I have to knock this on the head, but I still feel like I'm doing well. Well, Chris, you're doing well. Thanks, Chris. You're welcome, Chris. Does anyone else do this when they're on their own? If you do, don't worry. You're not crazy. You're just like me. We all do it. It's fine. Just chat to yourself. That's my 4 brackets nearly on. Just a little nut on each one. This is the last one for the base, and then see where we're at. Oh. We want to switch to that one. I don't know. Let's just have a different angle for a bit, eh? Just change it up. There you go, look. That is a little bit better, actually. You can see a little bit. It's about the same, isn't it? Pretty much the same. Yeah, so there's the 4 brackets. They're on. They're screwed in with the bolt. There we go, see? Bolts. Heads are on the outside. Feet are on. It's all looking gravy. I'm going to put those back there because I've just got that stuff everywhere. Put that over there. That can go right in the middle there. That's good. Okay, I'm going back to this because this is a bit more clear. Okay, cool. So, what is next in the order of things? Oh, tuck yourself in, Chris. The chair, not my shirt. It doesn't really matter if my shirt's not tucked in, does it, I suppose? Okay, so I've done that. That's perfect. Attaching the speaker. Place the speaker on the label side of panel A, which is this side, with the paper cone against the cutouts and the wire pointing towards the edge of the Picade. Okay, so this there, and the wire pointing towards the edge of the Picade, like so, I believe. Secure with M3 screws pushed through from the good side and M3 nuts. The paper cone of the speaker is delicate, so take care not to accidentally damage it. I'm going to take care to not accidentally damage the paper cone of the speaker. And you know why? Yes, that's right. Well done, everyone. You were listening. It's because it's delicate. Well done. You get a gold star. Gold star in arcade building. Congratulations. Welcome to the big time. Where gold stars are not given out, you know, on a whim. No. You have to successfully use nuts and bolts and not balls anything up. Then you get your stars. I'm going to quickly, 1 second. Quickly switch because I think this is maybe a better view for you. Side, even though my fat hands are in the way, but still. So, there we go. Some like 80s synth magic, this is, isn't it? 80s synth magic. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that nut on that side as I screw that down. There's no need to like have a little spanner or anything. They're only just nipping them up. They're not going anywhere. It's not like there's going to be thunderous bass coming from this speaker that's going to rattle it free from its nuts and bolts. No, it's nothing like that, unfortunately. Right, so that's looking good. Cable is pointing the right way. What do I do next, Mr. Tutor? So the speaker wires connect to the push fit connector on the Picade X hat marked speaker. Red to the plus, black to the minus. Red to the plus, black to the minus. This is a bit of a fiddly connector. Great. So if you've not come across one before, it's worth taking a look at how it works before you begin attaching the wires. Look down the barrel of the connector whilst using a small screwdriver to gently press on the round indentation on each connector. Where the hell is this connector? You're making no sense while you're just saying all those words to me. That's not it. Who is it that just... Oh, is it just... Oh, okay, it's just the connector that's on here. Right, I got you. Okay. Okay, tell me again. Look down the barrel of the connector whilst using a small screwdriver to gently press on the round indentation on each connector. You'll see the little iris open up inside the connector. This is the part that grips the cable. Attach the wires one at a time, gently pressing one of the indentations to open up the connector whilst at the same time pushing the speaker wire in from the side. It might help to separate the wire. That's what I'm doing. Look, I'm already doing it before I got to the line. Look, I am doing some stuff right. It might help to separate the speaker wires a little first. Don't press down too hard. It's possible to break the clips if you do. If the wire won't go in, release the pressure and check that you're inserting the wire straight. Sending it all wonky, it ain't gonna work, is it? It ain't gonna have it. Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna break it. Yeah. Oh. Right, I'm gonna have a little look down the connector like it said first. I'm gonna do what he says. I'm gonna actually do what he told me to do. I'm gonna look down the connector and push on the little thing. I can't see a damn thing. Sorry, just a second. That makes no sense at all. I don't see it doing anything when I push on it. I can't see anything moving down there when I push on that. Let's have a go. I'm just going to have a go. Have a go and see what happens, I think. No, that didn't do anything at all. Push down on the little circular connector. Not really a circular connector. Why don't they just attach a fit into it that just clicks in, like a JST connector type thing, instead of doing something like this, like a push fit thing? Just make it a standard connector and stick one on the end of it for your kit. Do you know what I mean? So that'd save a load of issues, couldn't it, really? That's not biting down on anything, that. I'm a little bit perplexed at that one. Let's have a look at what he says again. Don't press down too hard. It might help to separate the wires a little bit first. Don't press down hard. It's possible to break the clips if you do. I'm going to use something a little bit finer to press down. Me big, well, it wasn't big, but the screwdriver, the head of that screwdriver may have been a bit too big for that to do what it should be doing. Oh god, I've just pierced that straight through it, I think. I don't really like that design, if I'm honest. Not keen on that at all. It's a bit shockingly poo. It doesn't seem to move. He's talking like you press it down and it like levers something. Don't press down too hard, but I'm pressing. Not very hard and it doesn't do anything. Press a little bit harder and it seems just like it should happen a bit sooner than what it is, basically. That's really bad. Sorry if I'm banging the mic. It's really, really bad. God, I'm applying quite a lot of pressure to that. And as he says, I don't want to break it. The little round indentation, which I found, that's fine, but God, feels like the board's gonna flex down if I push any harder than that. I can't see anything moving inside of there at all. Not sure what to do with that, really. I'm going to leave it for I'm going to leave that bit for now and have a look at it. Have a look at it offline a bit later, because I'm not going to finish this thing anyway. So I'm just going to wrap the speaker up, and this isn't getting closed up yet because all the buttons and arcade pins and stuff have got to go in here. So there's a fair way to go before that yet. I'll have a quick look at it offline, and I'll let you know how I did it if I sort it without smashing it. We'll see, I guess. Right, so for now, let's speaker terminals. Yeah, okay, let's get past that. Attaching the sides and the front. Locate. Oh, That's a good point. Am I going to get in there to do that? So doesn't matter. It's fine. Locate the side of the cabinet, panel B. That's D. And that's B. Attach the 2 brackets on the side of the base. Oh, okay, on the base. Closest to the speaker grill with the labels inside, using 2 more M3 nuts and bolts. Push through from the outside. Attach the other side D to the opposite side. Okay, that's straightforward. I like it. So is it that way around? Yes, it's that way around. Okay, let's switch you guys over so you can see a little bit better maybe. Okay, so it's going on that way, look. And that just literally fits into the little grooves there, like so. But obviously, that way around, like that. And put the bolts in the other side. It is actually really slow. If you're like, oh, I'm not really want to build one of these, but I'm not good with electronics and all that sort of stuff, and I don't want to. There's none of that really involved in it. It's literally like even the big wiring harness for the buttons and stuff is quite, you know, it's just all push fit connectors. It may look a bit complex to start with, but it's not. It's actually quite an easy build, to be fair. Apart from the silly speaker connectors, which I'm not going to talk about because they really upset me. Well, they haven't really upset me. I mean, that's an exaggeration. Shouldn't exaggerate. I mean, my mother told me a million times. She told me don't exaggerate. So, you know, I shouldn't really. And I don't. I try not to. Here's a bad connector on that speaker. Could have done something more simple. Little JST connector would have been fine. In fact, if it upsets me too much, I'm just going to desolder the connector and solder the thing straight to the board, or put a JST connector on it. So let's little scoots around here like this. It's for your benefit, not for mine, because it's harder for me to do like this, but it's fine. Just tightening up the bolt on there. Just pinching it tight, nothing too drastic. Same on this side, little one there. Get the nut on the other side. There's only 2. There are 2 slots on each bracket, but I'm only putting 1 nut and bolt in each one. Because there's only 1 hole on the outside, so I guess that's all it needs. It is pretty, once it's together, it's going to be pretty sturdy, I think, anyway. See, it's starting to take shape, look. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Look at it. Just look at it taking shape. Get in. Get in. Get in. Oh. Anyone see the opening ceremony to the Commonwealth Games the other day? I saw about 10 minutes of it. Yeah, I thought it was really awful, so I turned it off. Yeah. I like the ball, but the story was really cheesy. And being from Birmingham, I mean, it's... Yeah, it was just... It wasn't good. I was a little bit... I thought it was a little bit cringy. Cringy. There we go, look. Look at that. Hey, you can play it already. No, you can't. Excellent. That's good. Seems pretty solid. Like it. I'm looking forward to getting these bits right in now, because it's starting to... I mean, look how basic that is inside. I mean, There isn't much more to it than that. It's a Pi with a speaker, and then there's going to be a HDMI that you plug into a screen, basically a screen controller and a screen. That's going to be pretty much it, I think. Well, it is going to be it, because I can't see anything else, apart from the joystick and stuff, which is just like, you know, it is just going to be push fit on this and screw that in, and it's quite a nice little project, to be fair. Okay, I've done that, yes. The front panel is cabinet panel E. I'm guessing it's one of the... Oh, there it is. It's this one. It's this one with the E in it, look. E. It's got coin and 1 up written on it. And obviously there's a bracket that goes there, isn't there? Let's find out now what we do with that. It's going to tell me to put the bracket on. This slots between the short edges of the side panels. Does it really? Okay. Let's get me. So I'm about there and you can see it as well. That's good. So my positioning is alright there. Short edges of the side panels. Open brackets. The tab should fit neatly into the slots. Close brackets. Make sure the 2 little holes are at the bottom edge of the piece next to the base. So these are the 2 little holes here. There, right there, you can see them. And then make sure they're close to the base, because that's where the bracket hole is basically. It does slot in absolutely wonderfully. Nice and snug. It's wonderful. It's good. I like it. Secure the front in place with 2 M3 bolts. Secure the front in place with 2 M3 bolts. Did I miss a... Oh, I didn't put the bracket on the front, did I not? Oh, I didn't put a bracket on the front. That's why. Silly sausage. Let's put a bracket on the front then. Guess we need to, don't we? I was just thinking, you haven't told me to put a bracket on. Your instructions were so good, and it's just... Yeah, it's me again. I forgot to read the other one properly. Oh, magnetic screwdriver. Picks up 100 screws. Let's have a see if there's anything other than this like synth pop stuff or whatever it is. Let's go on to the next one. I don't know what this is, but let's start. Sounds very similar. Okay, let's let it go. Let it do its thing. Let's not judge it before it's even started. Does sound very similar. This is a different like album, if you like. There's some like hip hop stuff as well, I think. I was just going with the synthwave stuff because of the retro arcade. Like, you know, a bit samey for me now. So I might just... I don't want to... I'm going to leave it because I'm going to end up jumping onto something that's not... That sounds very samey. Let's play this. What's this? Might be different. It's fine. Okay, cool. So, yeah, so I've put that bracket on now, which I forgot to do earlier. That is now on. Letters go inside. Front panel is correct. Doodle 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 doodle. A couple of screws in there. They said. That's what they said. A couple of screws in the front. That's what they said. So I'm just putting a couple of bolts on those screws, obviously. Little change of view for you, eh? Shall we? Could have set my stream deck up so it was a bit easier to just flick between stuff, but it's just didn't have time earlier. I was just being lazy. There's nothing to do with time. I had plenty of time. I was just being lazy. I was going to do myself a drink, wasn't I? As soon as I've screwed this on, I'm going to make myself a drink. And you're going to listen to some of this synth pop at a louder volume. So prepare your ears or go and get yourself a drink, maybe. We'll just fast forward it because, I mean, you're not here live, are you? So it doesn't really matter. That's all screwed in. That's done. That's all gravy. I'm going to get a drink. I shall be back ever so shortly. I'm back. Yeah. Oh, got a bit of groove on now, haven't we? Let's go. Let's get this arcade built. Yeah. Let's go. Arcade. Let's go. Yeah. Arcade. Let's go. Retro. Oh. I like this one. It's got a groove. I like it. Yeah. Okay, that's enough, sorry. I'll leave it a little bit louder though, because I'm kind of liking that. Something like that. I mean, I don't know how loud it is for you, to be honest, but unlucky. I'm not bothered. I want it that loud, and that's what I'm listening to it at, so there you go. Got my drink anyway, so let me slurp this in your ear for a second. Can you taste it? Doesn't matter. Right, where were we? Here we were. Attaching the sides and the front. Don't press down too hard, blah blah blah. Yes, we've done that. The front panel is panel E and blah blah blah. Next to the base, blah blah blah. Secure it with 2 bolts, blah blah. Yes, we passed all that. Oh, it's moving now. There's a bit of a step to it. Bit of a groove. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to build. It's making me want to build. Yes, let's go. Let's build. Let's go. Let's go. Let's build. Sorry. While he's still, what time is it? Right. I don't know. I want to knock it on the head in a bit. While we've still got some flexibility in the cabinet, now is a good time to build and fit the screen assembly. 1 second. You didn't want that in your ear. Trust me. The screen assembly. Now is a good time to build the screen assembly. Set aside the cabinet for now. For making the screen assembly, you'll need the printed cardboard screen surround and the large square acrylic screen panel. Okay, so set this aside. Bring my drink closer to me. Let's put that over there. The acrylic screen panel, so I believe that's this here somewhere. That's the joystick stuff. This is the acrylic screen panel. Guessing we're going to need this because this is the actual screen at some point. And I think that's the mounts for the screen as well, so we're probably going to need that as well. I don't know which one of these. Whether this is meant to be for the 10 and that's for the 8. I'm guessing that's what it is. I only need one of these. They just actually send both of them out with a kit, but still. It's getting a little bit darker here. Just adjust the lighting slightly. Oh. I think it's okay. Whoosh. You just knew that was going to happen, didn't you? Knew it was going to happen. Hold the line, please, caller. Don't put your drink on the workstation. How many times have I told you? I can't go much longer after that because it's going to get messy if I'm drinking that and doing this. It's dangerous. Things are going to go wrong and I'm going to start swearing. And if ever my mother sees this stream, she will be very, very upset. This is where I pull this off and then I flip my arm out and knock the whole glass of liquid everywhere. You know that's what's going to happen. You know that's what's going to happen. So I think both sides of this come off. I'm not saying this is a frosting, I'm saying it's meant to be clear. It's gone now anyway. It was meant to be on there. It's too late. I'm a little bit concerned actually because it may need to be on there. It's okay, we can coat it in electrical tape. Be exactly the same. You'll need the printed cardboard screen surround and the large square acrylic screen panel from the cabinet box. And the LCD itself. The 4 curiously shaped screen mount acrylic pieces labelled with top and base. The baggie of 2.5 metal flange bolts and the screen driver board keypad. Okay. So I've got these weird shaped things, which is I'm guessing what they're talking about. These are screen flange bolts, maybe? Possibly. Let's put those over there. Let's put that there. This is the screen. It's dangerous taking a screen out of here at this point because I still have my drink that's ready to go. I'm going to put it just over there somewhere, out of the way. Out of the way of my liquid. Well, this is, let's have a look, because that's, yeah, so that's the surround for the 8-inch, isn't it? The other one is the surround for the 10, so that's how that fits, look. So that is the surround we want. It's that one, and that's the screen, and this is the acrylic panel, which I'm guessing the screen sits up against, or we sandwich it in with these brackets somehow. Let's have a read. Screen driver board and keypad. Screen driver board and keypad, which is this one here. I won't take it out, I'm going to leave it there because I'll spill liquid all over it. Sorry if I'm drinking in your lug hole, but get yourself a drink and then you can drink with me, and then you'll be drinking and you won't really notice that I'm drinking in your ear hole. So, yeah. Maybe do that. Well, maybe not. You do what you think. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Right, so associated ribbon cables and screen box, yes. All the acrylic pieces, including the screen acrylic, acrylic will have white protective film on them. Peel these off each of the pieces before you use them. I told you we'd need to do that. I knew it. You can leave the layer on the outside of the large screen piece until the end to protect it. Oh, sugar. I didn't do that. If you wish. I don't wish. That's why I've taken it off. Once you've removed the protective film from the inside of the large screen piece and from the screen itself, you want to try your best not to get any dust or fingerprints or crumbs or pet hair on these inside surfaces, as these will be difficult to get rid of once the pieces are sandwiched together. Now, 8-inch and the 10-inch assemblies work slightly differently. Make sure to follow the correct set of instructions for screen size. 8-inch assembly, take the large square acrylic panel and lay it down with the tabs on either side. Okay, so this panel, this is what they're talking about. God, it's got crap all over it. That's just perfect. Okay. Let's do this as the inside piece then. Place the screen surround artwork face down onto it, also with the curved edge at the top. Okay. Okay, so let's spin it round because the curved edge is at the top. So the top there. Oh, we need to poke out these little things because that's where. Do we? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, we do. That's where the screws go. That's where the holes are in the air. And if we don't, then we'll just make it look like we meant to do it. And it'll be fine. Everything's going to be okay. We're all going to be okay, don't worry. It's going to be fine because I told you it's going to be fine. That's why. You know why it's going to be fine? Because we just take another drink. Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to be okay. Yeah. That told me this is going to be okay. That's perfect. Okay. Right. I am just wasting time now. I need to do something. Also with the curved edges at the top, yes. Peel the protective film from the screen using the tab at the side. Okay, we've got to get the screen out and make sure we don't throw liquid all over it. Probably the best idea. Are these dirty pieces inside now or outside? Oh, I feel like I should clean this before we get into this, really. Do feel like we should clean this before I get into it. I'm going to go and clean this. Right, I'll be back in a second. It's all gravy, I'm back, and it's clean. It did have horrible stuff all over it. And he said, make sure it's clean, you'll never get it out again. So I did. I made sure it was clean. And it is. Clean. 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 Right, okay. Pull this off, he said. Turn it round. Put it on. Oh, that's the 10-inch one. That's the 8-inch one. Ah, that's shockingly rubbish. So I pushed all the screw holes out the other one, but I haven't out of this one. Picked up the wrong one, didn't I? Yeah, you were all screaming it. I know. Yeah, you all knew. You all knew I was got the wrong one in my hand. I know. Yeah, well done. You're so clever. Ha 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 ha. Okay, cool. Shouldn't be any dust getting in between there now, which is good. So, let's have a look, shall we? There's that. Being careful to avoid fingerprints. I did avoid that, and I cleaned it as well. And place the screen face down on top of the cardboard with the display cable to the top edge. That's exactly what I've done. Wicked. Here we go. Right, I'm going to get this screen assembly built, and then I'm going to call it a night because I want to drink more and I don't want to do it while I'm talking to you because I'll stop. The two narrow clear acrylic pieces marked 8-inch top one, 8-inch base one, 8-inch base one, 8-inch top one. Yeah. Go at the top and the base of the screen to hold it in place. The curved edge of the 8-inch top one will align with the curved edge of the top of the acrylic, top of the screen acrylic, and the tabs at the side should line up with the tabs of the large acrylic piece underneath. With all these screen mount pieces, the text should be the right way up and facing you. Okay, cool. So it should be the right way up and facing me. Like that. That's fine. Oh. Peeling. The peel. Ooh, peeling. These are going to be inside, so I'm not really bothered about taking those bits off. I'm going to just leave them on. Oh, that's good, because it actually just lines the screen up nicely as well. Like that. Like what you've done there, Pimoroni. Peel this one off as well. Peel the peel to peel. Get that one in as well. I'm going to knock this drink over. I need to move it. I need to have a shuffle because this is going to go over. Fact. I've hit it about 3 times in the last 20 seconds. Okay, cool. That's good. Text right way up facing you, yes. Perfect. Brilliant. Love it. Before adding the final parts of the screen assembly, attach the display driver board to its acrylic bracket, which I think is this one. Has to be, because that's like just the big piece that looks like it attaches to. It's the only place I can see that it would attach to on here, basically. So it must be that one. So let's have a look at it. Got the little push button board, which I'll put over there. That's the display driver board. Yes, because the little pins where the HDMI sit that protrude sit down into that little slot, I'm guessing. They do. Oh, look how perfectly that fits. It's lovely. Let me take the acrylic off 1 second. Hold the line, please, caller. Oh. 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 Oh, oh dear me. I'm in the groove now. I want to drink and build, build and drink and build. Go, go. Right, okay, what am I doing? They must be at the top. Let's drop that in. Look, I'll show you quickly if I can. Am I on the right? Yes, I'm on the right view. So you see these little, you can see the 4 little holes there. Not for anything screw-wise in particular. They're for these little, the 4 little pins that protrude out the bottom of the HDMI. Because the rest of it is just all flush and flat on the back, apart from those pins where the HDMI socket is soldered in. And they just beautifully and neatly just drop into there, and just so that whole thing just sits flush. Oh, just the attention to detail. I love it. I love it. I'll take my pirate hat off to you. Pimoroni. Love it. Okay, before adding the final part screen, I'm going to drive on a acrylic bracket. Take the acrylic piece marked 8-inch top 2, which is what this is, and place with the protruding part pointing downwards and the text facing you. The bolts used to attach the display driver board to its bracket are the 4 black metal M2.5 flange bolts in the separate bag. These have low profile heads with no slot on top and prevent the acrylic bracket for the driver board from bending out too far. Use 4 of the black plastic 2.5 nuts to attach the flange screws. I'm talking about these ones. There's 4 of these. Oh yeah, because they've got no heads in them. Ah, it is strange. I hope he shows me a picture of that, because I'm not completely convinced of what he means. Oh, okay, there is a picture. Place the driver board on top of the screws and secure it in place with 4 more. Okay, so I need to put... Okay, so I need 4 nylon nuts to actually attach the screws, and then the board sits on top. Why would the board sit on, after you've cut those nice little holes inside it, why would it sit on top of that? Okay, that's what the picture says. The picture says that I put these screws in that don't have any head in them, they're just flat on the back. Interestingly. And I used nylon, black plastic 2.5 nuts. That's what it says. That's what I'm going to use. Strange, but yeah. Okay. Oh, gone Beverly Hills Cop. Let's go. Beverly Hills Cop with your arpeggiator. Let's go. Oh. So what the picture's showing me is what you can't see is basically nylon nuts in like that, and they're using the nylon nuts as some sort of standoff for it, basically, for the board. Which I thought the board just fit really nicely into there and didn't need that sort of thing, but you know, that's what they're saying. 4 nylon nuts, and it says drop the board on top and use another, because it actually states another. Yeah, these have low profile heads with no slot on top and prevent the acrylic bracket for the driver board from bending out too far. Use 4 of the black plastic 2.5 nuts to attach the flange screws. That feels like that cross threading. Maybe it's just a bit tough at the start, I think that one. It's fine. It's a little bit tighter than the other one, but still. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Everything is bon. I keep thinking there's a fly going past the light, but I think it's actually these lights are flickering every so often. That's what it is. Methinks that's what it is. And the last one's going in now. Yes, it said right in towards me, so I've got it the right way around. I don't have to undo it all. What a pleasure. Boom, boom, boom. So there we go. What we're saying now is that just drops onto there, I believe. That's what he's saying. That is what he's saying. There we go. So it does slightly. There's no point in those holes in there when it slightly stands off like that. I don't know why. What the reasoning is for that. See the nuts in between? Just about, maybe. Just fighting to focus. Doesn't know what to focus on. Yeah, there's no need for those holes because that doesn't sit on there anymore. Maybe sometimes they're a little bit longer. It's to avoid that. But hey ho. I'm going to double check what he's saying is right. Place the drive board on top of the screws and screw it in place with the 4M49 on nuts, place the drive board on top. With 4 more 2.59s, making sure to use the HDMI and micro USB ports are towards the base and the ribbon connector is towards the top. HDMI and power, ribbon towards the top, which is correct. This is exactly what it's saying, so it is the right way around. That's good. I'm thinking that there's not many more nylon nuts to go on anywhere else because I'm nearly out of nylon nuts, so hopefully we are correct in what we're doing. Power in. I wonder where it gets. Oh, so it must power off it powers off the USB on the Pi. That's what that other micro USB is for. It's for this board because that's a micro in, and we had that little USB-A to micro when we first opened up the boxes earlier, and that's what it's for. That is for powering off the USB on the Pi into this screen control board. That's where it gets its 5 volts from. Okay, so that is done. It's all set. And what we want to do now is place the drive board on top of the screws and blah blah blah, making sure the blah blah blah. Yeah, we've done that part. What we need to do now is have a drink. Okay, that's what we need to do. Here you go. We found it easier to connect the screen to the driver board now. Okay, well, let's do that. And if you found it easy, or I want to find it easy too, before adding the base 2 and the top 2 screen mounting pieces, the screen cable is built into the 8-inch screen, which makes it this step a little more straightforward. Open the LVDS connector on top of the driver board by carefully sliding the grey part away from the white part a little bit towards the top of the driver board. You can then poke the screen ribbon cable down into the slot in the connector. Once it's pushed in as far as it can go, slide the connector back into position. If it's plugged in correctly, the cable should be locked in place. Such wonderful directions. Apart from the speaker connector earlier. Well, maybe the directions were good, but the connector's garbage. Personal thought, really. You know, nothing against your design, but so what it's saying is, I need to just flick these connectors up. I think that's what it's saying, isn't it? That is done. Look, there you go. See, just flick that grey connector out there to allow the ribbon cable to go in. Sure, loads of you have done ribbon cables before. Try not to scratch the acrylic for the screen because it will look rubbish later on, obviously. Should put this screen on like a bit of plastic, a bit of bubble or something, shouldn't I? That's locked in. It should be locked in, and it is locked in. It's definitely locked in. I can feel it's locked in. It's not going anywhere, so that equals locked in, maybe. I just want to get this screen assembly together, and then I'm going to call it a day. We're not far off that, I don't think so. Place the acrylic piece marked 8-inch base 2. 8-inch base 2, that's this one. At the base of the screen assembly, place the 8-inch top 2 bracket with the driver board on towards the center of the screen. You might need to gently encourage the screen cable to flex upwards so that you can line up this acrylic piece. Use 4 M3 screws pushed through from the front side of the assembly with the clear acrylic to hold the screen assembly together and secure it with 4 M3 nuts. Be careful not to over tighten these bolts as you'll risk cracking the acrylic. Well, I'll be sure that I try not to over tighten them then. Good idea? Thoughts? Oh, it's just about enough thread to get a bolt on there. Not much more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just lightly put that on. Just to stop the bolt falling out. That screen does slide around a bit. I suppose the top part's not in yet. There we go. And that is the cornering. Let's just get a bolt on that. Let's try and get this one in. Should we switch to there? Is that going to be better? Let's get those 2 bits in first. Oh, oh, that's a tight fit. Oh, 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 screen, don't fall. Fighting with the cardboard then, funnily enough, not the acrylic. Oh gosh, my gosh. Looking forward to playing this. Gotta be honest, looking forward to it. Gotta be honest, and I'm being honest. Oh, the screen connectors come out. Does that indicate that I didn't have it in right, or does that indicate that... Do you know what? I'm going to leave that till after. They said it's easier to put it in now. I'm thinking no. It's swinging around everywhere. I'm happy to leave that until after. Let's see how those 3 pieces are. Well, you can see it anyway, can't you? There you go. And then we get another bolt on it. Well, I'm not changing the vinyl to the vinyl graphics anytime soon, because I have to pull all this apart, won't I? Oh, and it's got bits of... It's got a bit of fluff in it. Oh no, it's got 2 bits of fluff in it. 3 bits. Oh no. Oh no, is that part of the... Oh, I don't know. It's not terrible anyway, it's fine. Don't tighten it too much because you'll crack the acrylic. You silly sausage. Just a pinch. Don't go mad. If it cracks, you're going to be upset, aren't you? So let's not go there, eh? Let's not do that, shall we? This is the bit where the camera starts adjusting to the glare on this metal, which is really annoying. Yeah, so this has come out again. Let's see if we can't free that up. See, I think it's easier like that because there's some force behind it trying to push itself into the connector. I think that's easier. You know, call me kooky, call me wacky. Oh, I felt it click that time. Although every time one side clicks, the other side pops out. Which is not great. The screaming noises with the same as the rubber feet doesn't work on this. It's not the same thing. There we go. You need to do both sides of that pin at the same time. Squeeze it both down. I've got a screwdriver on one side and my nail on the other, and just they're popped in. Otherwise, I'm doing one side and the other side pops out. Just doing both together. It's going to be easier. Mine's a bit raised off the cable, but I think it's sitting in the back of the machine at an angle, so it's not going to be a major issue. Like, there's plenty of room behind it. There's nothing, like, it's not in a really tight space or anything inside the machine, so I think that's going to be okay. Methinks. Right then, so where we at? This might be calling it a night here, so let's have a look. Don't crack the acrylic. Yeah, that's where we got to. Okay. Then what? Then it says you can plug the long narrow keypad cable into the driver board now, though we won't be attaching the keypad until later. The keypad connector is the same type as the one you use to secure the screen cable. The blue side of the keypad cable should be facing towards you. So here's the keypad cable. The blue side, which is this side, should be facing towards you and away from the board. Note that the ribbon cable for the keypad should not go underneath the grey plastic clips on the connectors on both the keypad and the display driver board. You insert the cable on top of the grey plastic clip, then you might still get it to fit, but you'll get it to fit, but it won't work. The ribbon cable for the keypad should go underneath the grey plastic clips. Underneath. Let's have a look at his picture. That's not big enough for me to even see what's going on, so who cares about that? Let's switch to this one because it's going to be easier for me to show you than you to see it. So, I'm going in here. So it should go underneath, is that what it says? It should go underneath. Oh, dropped it. Underneath's quite fiddly, to be honest. On top would be easier. Can we remake these connectors so it goes on top? He's right, it will go in if you're on top, but it probably won't work. Fair enough. All this retro arcade and music makes me want to go and watch Tron. The new Tron, not the old Tron. I'm not really a big fan of the old Tron, to be honest, but... so, yeah, the ribbon cable for the keyboard should go underneath the grey plastic clips, which is exactly what I've done there. So, as you can see, let me tilt that so it adjusts. See how it's underneath that grey plastic clip? So it's gone under there, and then just lock that in by pushing that. Just push that up there, and that's locked in now. It's locked in. Give it a little tug just to check, and then it's going to just hang around there. And there's our screen. Oh, isn't it glorious? Yeah, and there's the back of it. It's all gravy. It's a good screen. I'm going to put it on top of this bit of bubble, just to hopefully not get it scratched there. So let's leave that there. I'm going to leave the little screen controller board right next to it there. And I think I'm going to call it a night there. Finish with a little bit of a drink. Lay the keypad aside for later. Your screen assembly is done. That's probably the fiddliest bit. So reward yourself with a cup of tea or something nice. Well, there you go. I mean, the instructions have just put a cap on it, haven't they? Really, that is the end of the stream for this evening. I am going to end the stream there. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to continue this on next stream, and we're going to finish it off. And then I'm also, I'll try and figure it out before we get to the next stream, but I'm going to try and figure it so I can plug it in and show you it working on camera, as well as giving you a screen capture from it as well. So I'll try and get that going. So when we do come to plug it in and get it going and stuff, I'm going to get it so I can screen capture it and just show it you on stream. I'm not sure if I can show games on stream or not. That's a bit of a questionable one. I think I can. I think I can show you games on stream. Yeah, of course I can. People game all the time, don't they? So yeah, I'll try and get a screen capture going, and we'll try and do that next time if we finish it off. If not, then it'll be the time after that when we finished it. Or maybe we finish it off and then we come back and just do, hey, this is the Picade up and running, just a quick stream and go, this is it up and running. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. This is it up and running. And here's a quick look at it, and I'll do screen shares and we'll play a few games and I'll show you some stuff and I'll show you what I've installed on it. So which kind of, because I've downloaded a what you call it, like an image. That's it. So I've downloaded an image and installed that on it. So you can check that out, and I'll tell you which image which image it is. Yeah. And then, you know, if you want to get one and you want to check it out and you want to build one as well, then you can do that as well, and you can do the same as me, and that's all gravy, isn't it? So, you know, it's all about sharing, isn't it? Sharing together. Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm going to go and enjoy my drink and have a little bit of a nap, and then I'm going to wake up and watch some people punch each other in the UFC. Yay! So, cool, man. Thanks a lot. Take it easy. Yeah. See you on the next one. Goodbye.